So the materials we need are PVA glue, 5 sheets of tissue paper for the main body of the lantern and some extra tissue paper as well, paintbrushes that are suitable to use in glue, just a plain HB pencil, a permanent marker. It's very important that it's a permanent marker and not a whiteboard marker. Some water in a container, a plain container. We're going to mix the PVA and the water together to dilute it. Some masking tape, plain 25cm round balloons, and then mix it carefully all around. Okay, just going to tear them into decent sized squares, probably about the size of a business card or a bit larger. And it's very important to tear the tissue paper instead of cut it, because the torn fibres will break down a little more easily and create a stronger bond. The first thing that we're going to do is mark a line where the lantern will finish, and that's the point where the lantern will sit on the ground. So we want to come probably 2/3 down the balloon. It doesn't need to be straight across, it could be on an angle. And that's where we're going to put our paper mache up to, so just down to this line. Do you want to get started, Matty? Pasting away, and remember, nice and even. I'll do the first couple for you. Matty's in year 1. So year 1s might need a little bit of help. It doesn't matter if you put a couple of layers down at a time, if they double up. There you go. Keep working away now. To make the honky nut with the opening lip, which is where the seeds come out of the fruit, take one of the extra sheets of tissue paper and hold it diagonally. So hold it like that, you'll get a longer rope out of it, and then twist it round. It needs to be quite nice and rough, like that. Yep, all the way down. And put it into the loop.
Put that together.
Yep, we can put a little bit of masking tape on there and make it easier. And then you can start pasting. And what we need to make sure of is just to paste up and down so that the lip is really getting held in all along its circumference. That's right.
You have to tuck it in there, so it's not sticking out like that.
Nicely.
That's bad, okay? You do this.
You could use your finger as well. Yeah, but gently. You don't want to pop the balloon. That would be a disaster.
How? At least it will be the funnest bit, because I always want to pop balloons.
Paste the Boorna on, so you can pick up the brush. That's right.
Pick up the brush.
And paste really gently. Just straight over the top, and then the Boorna will sink into the paper mache. So the paper mache has been completed, and after the shell's been allowed to dry, take a pin and simply pop the balloon away. And you can see that if you can pull the balloon away, and I'm going to actually cut a little bit in here, just to open it out a bit. It will distort massively, but actually the joy of using the PVA glue is that it still remains slightly malleable. So even when the lantern is finished, it's very robust because it could actually crush entirely and still be popped back out to have its shape. So I'll just clean up this edge a bit more. You want to cut away the line where the permanent marker is, because that will be quite visible once it's internally lit. And then obviously clean up any other bits of balloon. So for the younger year groups, that might be a job best left for teachers and maybe a parent helper to do. But certainly for the older groups, they should be able to manage this without any problems. And if that is set to dry, it will hold a shape like that.